We have the last set of games from top 4. We are going to have Coldinglight versus Crimson. Coldinglight, they only were made to bleed once by a Breloom in this tournament. And we know that their Gengar has sub. So, sub Gengar.
And they're leading with it. They're leading with it as an opener.
Yep.
Which I don't think they've done at all in this entire tournament.
No, I don't think they did. Unless, like, they were fighting against... I think they fought Alex and they subbed versus Chansey, I think, earlier, too. But
that might have... Yeah.
Yeah, so we got Gengar, Yveltal, Ogre, Pharaoh. I would say that Crimson has the advantage. That team has a freaking Togedemaru. Togedemaru has a good matchup versus almost all of those Pokemon. And, like, Rayquaza, if it's like that best of Rayquaza, like I assume it is, like, that could have a fire attack for the Ferrothorn. So we'll see how this one goes. Like I said, this is top 4. We're hopping right into it. The winner of this game goes up to fight against Giovanni VGC in the finals of the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine we made like the finals best of 5.
Oh my goodness. That would
we're
be
not.
too many.
Too many, yeah, too much. So we see Gengar Yveltal. That's a very spooky team. Very spooked. And Sinzern. This is a man that knows what he wants, right? Crimson, like, in the last game we cast, went for, like, Amoonguss Zern, and now, like, Incineroar Zern. Like, this man wants his Geos.
Yeah, he's not messing around anymore. Xerneas is not in the back. It's right up front where it belongs.
And if you don't, like, do the right plays, if you don't respect the Zern, he's about to get in there. So let's see. I wonder if we're ever going to see knockoff Incineroar again.
Ha! No.
I mean, obviously, it's not even good, because, like, there's Mega Stones, Primals, but we'll see. He's just eating the Sludge Bomb.
Orbs.
He just was like, oh, I lived that. I'm Xerneas. Don't you know who I am? Oh, man, Tailwind. All right, let's see.
I think that's a very good counter to the Geomancy play.
I mean, that's pretty smart, though. You know, like, if you know you can eat it. You remember back in the day, 2016, we used to see knockoff Yveltals that beat the Xerneases, right? That used to be a common set back in the day. I wonder if he's U-turning into, like, excuse me, something like an Amoonguss to go for Rage Powders. Because it's going to be a situation where...
It wouldn't surprise me.
There's a knockoff! Am I good?
What?
Chat, I played the game. Oh, man. You would think that I watched these before. I promise you that I don't.
It has been so long since I've seen that like happen.
The reason why I thought of it was, normally that does not KO Gengar. But boosted by the Dark Aura, it does. So your own you played yourself, pretty much. And shoutouts to Crimson for noticing that. Like, if Yveltal would have just switched, Gengar would have lived.
Mm-hmm.
There's the foul play. It still outspeeds the Xerneas. So, I think...
Wait, it's got the Tailwind.
Yeah, but there's a Geo on the other side.
Yeah, but I think the reason he threw out the Tailwind was...
Oh, that ain't it.
I think his initial play of, like, Tailwind and attacking the Xerneas was specifically for this moment right here.
But he could have, what I was saying was he could have foul played that Xerneas instead of foul playing the Incineroar. That just means that he's fully confident that his Ogre outsped the Zern. So actually that's a timid Ogre. Note that the Xerneas had to have some bulk to be able to live that Sludge Ball. That's Sludge Ball. Sludge Bomb. So that means I think it's full speed Ogre. It might be modest, it might be timid, but it definitely has a huge investment in speed to be able to outspeed a Xerneas. Obviously,
well, the Xerneas has a Geomancy yet, but he's got a Tailwind.
That's the same boost. They're both +2. They're both double. So like Xerneas has 99 base speed.
How much speed do Xerneas people put? Yes. How much investment in speed do people put in the Xerneas?
So with the Xerneas like that, like most people go like full speed or like fairly low speed. Fun fact: Tailwind Veltal outspeeds +3 max Mega T-Tar. I believe it. So we got Retail Wind. Oh, it's not vested Ray. Okay. Was he the Berry Ray? I don't remember. Or did we just never see his item? I think he might have been the Berry Ray. I think we might have seen him in like rounds 2 or 3. We'll see an orb right here. But yeah, so technically, a Xerneas should always outspeed an Ogre if they both have that +2. But obviously, it's a full speed Ogre versus like probably a Xern that has like 200 points in speed. He's probably made to like outspeed like modest and adamant primals, not timid primals. So Sash Togedemaru. And let's see that Ice Beam. It's going to do a lot. And it picks up the KO. Oh, crit. Okay, I was like, that's a lot. I know he had one specialty, but it's bulky. So yeah, that is that's game 1. That's a little bit of a fast game, right?
Yeah, well, the opening turn was completely flipped around.
Oh, yeah. Wow, that was a... That game went nothing like I thought. He didn't even have to show Ferrothorn. He's like, oh, you have a +2 Xerneas? Let me just not care about that. You know?
Well, that was his whole plan. He knew his speed tierings. He knew his team.
Yep.
He knew that the Tailwind was going to be his condition for victory, and so yeah, he just went for it.
But we're gonna go into this game, guys. We have game 2 from top 4. We have Coldinglight versus Crimson, and in the last game, Coldinglight didn't even need to use his 4th Pokemon, right? And Crimson got the Geo up, but like they led with the Zern and took a ton of damage. This time, they're not even leading with it. I think one of the reasons why that game went the way it did for Crimson was because it was what was the lead? The lead was Xerneas and Incin, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think he expected the opponent to be like, hey, you know, if you're going to Sludge Bomb with that Gengar, now if I switch in my Togedemaru, you lose. And so I think that he expected Coldinglight to expect that Togedemaru switch in. And so this game, let's see if it actually goes any differently. We do know now, though, that Coldinglight's Ogre is very fast, and it likes that Water Spout button. So let's see how many Water Spouts go off. How many do you think it's going to happen? I think 2.
Whomst among us does not love a Water Spout button?
What was that?
I said, whomst among us does not love a Water Spout button?
I mean, it's a win button for sure.
Pretty much.
So Gengar, Yveltal, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I don't think we ever saw Yveltal's item, but we did see Tailwind, so it's not vested. What I mean to say out of that is it could still be Z-move, and that would be able to one-shot that Rayquaza. So let's actually see. So Mega Gengar. I wonder if Gengar's going to sub this turn. Do you think it might? Gengar outspeeds Ray. Gengar can block Togedemaru. Like, it's just really hard to say what exactly is going to happen here. Because Togedemaru can only hit one.
I think this is a good mix-up.
There's a fake out. Yep. Dude, Icy Wind? Is it Icy Wind? I don't think it's Icy Wind here. There's a sub. That's the right play. I think sub's the right play.
Yeah.
Earth Power blocked. I think a lot of Gengars have decided to cut Protect for sub, so they go sub Icy Wind, Sludge Bomb, Shadow Ball.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, though. Yveltal's going to get that big flinch, but like this is a great spot for Coldinglight. Second sub, they never expect the second sub, right? They never expect. There's a Tailwind from Ray. Looks like Ray is outspeeding the Yveltal here, as it should. But let's see if there's a Z-move or a Tailwind back. Looks like we're trading Tailwinds.
Yeah.
What if Togedemaru went for that Pog Encore? I mean, he wasn't. You know what I mean? But like, yeah. Right into Yveltal. It's going to do a decent amount. That's still a decent amount, I would say, even through the cut.
Yeah, through the...
That Sucker Punch, though. That's huge.
Oh, wow.
An eject button Togedemaru. So it looks like we're actually going to see eject button. I wonder what Gengar's doing this turn. You think he's Icy Winding?
I think you keep wanting to use Icy Wind. I think he's just going to attack.
Yeah. Sludge Bomb's great.
Yeah.
30% chance poison. Survey says not this time. And Ray's popping that big
I think
dragon.
it's just time to get the damage in.
I wonder if you hit the Gengar. Nope, you hit the... I actually think it's actually better for Coldinglight that you're hitting the Yveltal, because obviously Yveltal's going to take the L, but now you don't have that knockoff boost, right? The knockoff boost by Dark Aura. You don't really need it anymore, but I mean...
I don't think it matters. He's done 2 subs.
Yeah, you're able to send it. Your Ogre... Oh my gosh, this is such a good situation. The Ogre's going to eat a fake out, right? But that Rayquaza cannot eat the Sludge Bomb. He's too low. And the Togedemaru is still alive, so we could switch out for Togedemaru to get a second fake out. Like, he could switch out Ray for Togedemaru, block the Sludge Bomb, and go for a fake out on Ogre, and then fake out Hard Switch back in Ray. He's going to have to do that. Are you staying in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That means he has confidence in his Xerneas then. But if, like I was saying, that would have been the right play, right?
Yeah, switching in
you switch in Togedemaru, block the Sludge Bomb, fake out the Ogre. The next turn, you fake out the Ogre again. They hit whatever the hell they want to hit with that, and you switch out your Incineroar for your Ray to reset the weather. It resets everything, and it takes away your Dragon's Ascents.
Though I think now would have been a good time to start layering in some Icy Winds.
If he has it, right?
Yeah, if he has it. But because the Tailwinds are about to peter out.
Tailwinds are definitely petering out. Crit! Hacks. Is it Water Spout time? Is it time? Nope. He got flinched. And the knockoff into that. I think the last Pokemon is Xerneas.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. We already know
Crit
Xerneas
the
gets
sub.
outsped by both of these mons. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
So now that
Oh, no. Chat. Cover your eyes. The damage is about to be massive. Zern's probably going to go for a protect play, but like... Oh, no protect. He says, I have balls.
ooh,
Yeah, he read the protect, too.
he's reading a protect play.
But I guess Xerneas is going to be able to live this. He's going for a Scald, no Water Spout. No Water Spout. Who are you and what have you done with Coldinglight?
Ha!
Geo, yeah. It's going to be a full HP Geo.
Has he been faked out too many times?
Yeah. It's gone on my friend, not much. We're just casting the the top 4 of tournament.
What's going on? We're trying to figure that out.
Inciner's gonna get taken out, but like imagine if Inciner did like a fadeaway Snarl, you know?
Yeah,
I think it's probably gonna fade away knockoff.
Oh, definitely.
Gengar's gonna have to take
The
that
reason Xerneas went down so easily last time was because the Tailwind was up after it got its GMS. So I had a Tailwind.
They traded. They pretty much traded.
Now he doesn't have that.
But you know what? It's just in time. The Xerneas player thinks he's okay, but then Ferrothorn. And he's like, oh no. And the thing about it'd be really funny, I think, if there was HP Fire on that Xerneas. But like, yeah, he can't even use it because it's Kyogre, you know?
Yeah. Do you think that Scalding the Incineroar was the play he went with because he knew he had the Ferrothorn in the back?
Oh, 100%. Like, he went with the play that like won the game in like 3 turns over one that was just, you know, could you lose you? Like, if the Xerneas went for like a different play and chunked you with like a Moonblast crit special attack drop, you know, something like that without geoing.
Then you're yeah.
Yeah, so like I can 100% respect that play. Scald's just like the play that says like, well, one of these has to work, right? And so I can 100% agree with exactly how Coldinglight handled that. And that means that we have finished our top 4 games. Looks like our finals is going to be Giovanni VGC versus Coldinglight. So for these guys who don't need a refresher, Giovanni VGC is that Dawn Wings player that has Stakataka and Yveltal, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a Yveltal mirror match in the finals.
Why?
That's really unique. Ogre Yveltal and Necrozma Dawn finals. I think it's really good. That's a great finals, I think.